A tip to reduce hunger and improve body composition is to skip the traditional carb-heavy breakfast and have healthy protein and healthy fats or greens to power your day. We were told that cereal bars and cornflakes with milk were the perfect breakfast to begin your day with. What if I told you that the ones pushing this agenda were more concerned with profit than the overall health of the people? For one of the first times in human history, food is in excess and all around us. Our bodies have not evolved to eat highly processed and unnatural foods. Our ancestors did not wake up and have food readily available most days. They had to go find food by hunting or gathering. Our ancestors also did not encounter obesity or cardiovascular disease. Carbohydrates are a preferred source of energy by the body and brain, unless someone is fat adapted, meaning that they will tap into their fat stores for energy and ketone production. Some argue over which is a better source, fats or carbs, and I say that it is optimal to be efficient at burning both. Carbohydrates go through a checklist when consumed. First, they will be used for readily available energy if needed, meaning that if you eat carbs, then go for a walk or a workout, those carbs will be burned for energy during those activities. Second, if there is no need for immediate energy, carbs will go toward the liver and muscles to fill depleted glycogen stores. Glycogen is a stored form of carbohydrate and will be used when energy is needed. Exercising and going without carbs releases that stored glycogen. Third, if all glycogen stores are full and no activity or movement is coming in to release the glycogen, then the incoming carbohydrate can be stored and usually is stored as body fat for survival. The catch is that when one constantly overeats carbohydrates without movement, they will be continually stored as body fat. So what do we do? When we get a good night's sleep, we should be about 8 hours into a fast. When we first wake up, we might be a little hungry because the carbs from the night before can stimulate our appetite, and that is what our bodies are used to. Make it a habit to only drink water for the first hour after waking, and if not longer, then maybe start up a cup of coffee if you're a coffee drinker. When the cup of coffee is finished, and sometime after you get that first noticeable hit of hunger, opt for quality proteins such as whole eggs and or with sauteed veggies and cooked in grass-fed butter or extra virgin olive oil. If you're looking to lose some weight, this will allow your body to go for 8 to 14 hours without carbohydrates. Your body will search for that readily available glucose, the basic form of carbohydrate. It won't find any because there's none coming in. Your body will slightly panic, adapt, and then figure out where it can get energy from. It'll tap into your fat stores. When meal number 2 comes around, have some carbs with a mixed meal and then go for a walk after that. And then your body will really respond well to that. Another strategy for and a good addition to add to above would be to build more muscle. More muscle equals more glucose storage, which allows you to intake and use more carbohydrates. More muscle also equals a higher metabolic rate. Basically, you will burn more calories with more muscle mass. How do we build that muscle? Enter resistance training. With all this being said, if you're a highly active and fit individual, you can benefit from a higher carb intake. Activity level and genetics can lend a hand to people who perform better with more carbohydrates. Without carbs, these people may feel tired during workouts and even lose muscle. Carbs are not evil and context is everything. I do recommend most of your carbohydrate intake coming from quote unquote clean carbs in real food. Clean carbs include all fruits, all vegetables, whole grains, oatmeal, quinoa, rice, and potatoes. Clean carbs are not highly processed and are not dumped with added sugar for taste and or preservation. Clean carbs are not sugary cereal, most granola bars, candy, most breads and tortillas containing white flour, waffles, pastries, or bagels. Most people will benefit and see their health improve by just eliminating the carb sources in that last sentence. Remember that these foods, along with fried foods, were made to be highly palatable, which means that they taste good, to make you want more and to buy more. They are often void of nutrition and they stimulate your appetite. So I appreciate you. Check out leanstrongfitcoaching.com for more info. Also at leanstrongfitcoaching.com, you can sign up for the up and coming nutrition tracking challenge. It's a 10-day challenge that I will personally go through with you and go over how to track your food intake properly to help jumpstart your weight loss or your improving your body composition.